Shalom. First, like to
Shalom.
begin the camp lesson off. I give my all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who taught us this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as a few sisters out there listening and learning. The Aqua, to you also I say Shalom. It is your brother, Kratzes Agabar.
Joined by the brother Shaquat.
Back with another camp lesson through the spirit, man. And as you all can see in the title, I'm trying to change it right now. But concerning all hell breaking loose and the signs of the times that we're in, man. You know, I know for a while it seemed like we've been restating it, saying the same things over and over again, right? Concerning certain matters. We're just talking about things such as like the MOTB, you know, the micro C-hip, all hell breaking loose in the sense of societal collapse, you know, things going on in the earth and whatnot, certain plagues being sent upon the earth that are signaling that we're at the end times, you know, that we're at the end of this earth age and this kingdom coming to an end that we're in, Babylon the Great, the revived Roman Empire. Then also, you know, there's things going on within the division between nations. The division between different nations, the division between the people in America, Babylon the Great, you know, the division between Jakes as a whole, right? These are all things that are showing us that we're in the latter days, man, amongst other things, right? Earthquakes happening, uproars of the people, sedition among men, and great tribulation. All of those are things and signs of the times that we're in, man. You know, great death and great mourning, right? We're about to come upon those times. It seems like the time that we're in right now is a period of peace. People are kind of living their own lives day by day and not really concerned with the things that are going on in the world or in the news. And they're definitely not paying attention to what's going on around them. You know, they lack awareness spiritually and even carnally, really. Just looking at a worldly standpoint or in a worldly sense, right? As we approach the 250th year of America, Babylon the Great, which is going to be in July, that's going to be very, very monumental in the history of this country, man. You know, a lot of stuff has been moving fast as far as prophecies go, and elder brothers and whatnot, elder apostles are prophesying that, you know, things may kick off this year. We're only in the beginning of the second quarter of this year, man, and already the first quarter has shown us that once again this year is going to be worse than the last year, and it's going to continue on like that until our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai comes back and delivers his people from the hands of their enemies, man. Right as we were giving away captives to our enemies and those who hate us, right? Through us being cursed for breaking the covenant with the Lord, for us transgressing and committing spiritual adultery against the Lord, right? The Lord isn't the one who transgressed against us. We transgressed against the Lord, right? As I mentioned in my lesson yesterday, Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, all of these curses were put upon us because we don't want to follow after our Lord, the God of Israel. So in turn, we were punished. But now we're coming into a time period where those who punished us, those who hate us, are about to start feeling the wrath of the Lord. For one, the things that they've done to the Lord's children, and for two, wickedness that they spread throughout the whole earth, right? So we're about to see, once again, like we always say, the translation of the kingdom from one people to the next. Because clearly, when the wicked are in rulership, the people are mourning. I just was watching a video from the brother Arrows of Indignation, pretty much showing a video of an Edomite woman who was crashing out concerning the things that the government has been doing, the way that politicians have been handling this war and whatnot, and the care for the people. As we've been saying, man, this government does not care about you, the well-being of you, or how you're doing at all. They don't care about that, man. They care about getting rich, making the rich richer, and the poor poorer, right? They're not concerned with the well-being of people. I was just driving by, going to go get some food earlier today, and we're just noticing they have a whole damn hospital for animals. They have a whole hospital for animals, yet people in this country can't even get health care. Some can't even get medical services, yet they appreciate animals more than they appreciate people. They uphold animals and put them in a higher position than they do people. That should show you something, man.
And not to mention, they also got they got hotels where you could go do bestiality.
Hmm?
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of hotels in America to where you can do bestiality. Bestiality is legal in a lot of American states. Yeah. So this
That
whole
just goes to show you the land of wickedness, bro. They do everything that the Bible tells us not to do. And the reason being is because it was never made for them. It wasn't meant for these Edomites out here, right? The book was wrote for a specific group of people. And, you know, our people can't wrap their heads around that because they want to include everybody in something that is supposed to be holy and sacred towards us as a people, man.
yeah. And it's funny because that's legal, but prostitution is not. That don't make any sense. But that shit just funny. Esau is completely backwards, which is why the Lord has to shorten these days. If the Lord don't shorten these days, we're gonna all die here. That's what I want to back you on with two scriptures. This is Matthew 24 and 22. Matter of fact, I'll start at 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, no, ever shall be. So we're coming into a time that has never been seen. It states Daniel 12 and 1, you know, if we're already in the midst of Jacob's trouble, we're not in the pinnacle where all hell's going to completely break loose. But we're on the way. It says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, hey man, these days are being shortened for our sake. As the time is on our side, but it is not for the side. You know, carnal sense. You look up, the day gone, you ain't even got shit done yet. You know what I'm saying? But time is on our side at the same time because you look up now, we're April the 12th. We're already halfway through April. It felt like 2026 just started. So we're already almost, in 2 weeks, we'll be, what's the word? A fourth. We'll be a quarter through this year. We'll be a quarter through this year. Is that what I want to say? We're already a quarter through this year. Forget me. We'll be a third through this year. We'll be through a third of the year. So that's crazy work. The time is moving extremely quickly, and it's for the elect's sake because if not, we will all die here. Esau wants to turn everybody into a damn cyborg. You know, he wants to turn everybody into artificial humans. So,
No, bro, I thought it wasn't gonna be nothing worse than slavery. We already made it through Jacob's trouble.
right.
Can I get something to back you real quick? Concerning what you
Go
said.
ahead.
Yeah, bro, like you said, we're coming into times that are gonna be very, very, very bad. All hell breaking loose. Jake doesn't understand that though. They don't think that this kingdom or this society is gonna collapse, or the fact that it's gonna get any worse than what it is now, right? They think that gas being $4 is bad. I just spent $40 to fill up half of my tank. Just fill up half of my tank. It cost me $40, and it doesn't even cost me that to fill it up regularly, right? But I'm just telling y'all that because it's gonna get worse than that. $4 is gonna be cheap very soon, right? We have people who are controlling the things that go on in this world. Edomites, and it's not for goodness sake. It's for wickedness sake. This is Daniel 12:1, man. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right? So we're coming upon a time period that's gonna be worse than any group of people have ever seen in history, man. That's how bad it's gonna get. It's gonna be so bad we can't even imagine how bad it's gonna get. That's why you have to have faith and trust in the Lord in that day, because that's gonna be your only way of guidance. That's gonna be your only way of making it through the troubles that we're about to come upon. Because it's gonna be very, very bad soon. It's gonna get worse and worse, man. So as these people continue to drive by me, act like I'm not out here prophesying the downfall, people sit and they listen, but they don't take heed. They walk by and they wave and they act all nice. Yet they don't want to hear this truth, man. As the elder brother Amon Gabar was saying in his lesson, which is why I got the inspiration to do this lesson on, let's just say 95% of people have no idea about what's going to happen very soon in the next coming months. And let's say 5% of those people, they do know, right? That's a very, very small group of people who are aware of what's going on around them, who are spiritually awake, or not even spiritually awake, who are just aware of what's going on around them. And even smaller than that, in that 5%, it's a smaller percentage who are actually spiritually awake, which is the elect of the house of Israel, right? So count this as a blessing, the fact that the Lord have woken us up out of a deep slumber and waking us to the things that's going on, because we could be like these other people driving by, not paying attention to the brothers, right? Mocking and scoffing at them, talking mega shit. Yet when that day comes, who's gonna have the last laugh? Like I told the brother yesterday, who's gonna have the last laugh? Right? So that's all, bro.
Yeah, bro. Who gonna laugh the last laugh, bro? It's like the scriptures say, laugh now, cry later. And that's literally a precept. So when your calamity comes upon you, as the Lord said in Proverbs 1, he's gonna laugh at you all. Just like you all have done to us, the tables are gonna flip. Because yeah, you can say, well, y'all are gonna go through hell in that time too, of course, but we've already been in hell. So it's another day and another day, really. Y'all people have been in, y'all people have been in a rejoiceful state, a state of divertimento, which is the Italian word for fun. Divert your mind. You've been in a diverted state. We have been conscious this whole time. You all have been asleep. So it's going to be a different feeling for you all. It's going to be like right when you first woke up out of the matrix. They all like, oh shit, what's wrong? When they first get unplugged. That's how y'all gonna feel, but y'all gonna fall. Ain't gonna be no time where you're gonna recover. You're gonna fall, right? Um, I was gonna say something. God damn, we need new bodies, but nonetheless, you all are gonna be punished very soon for your evil. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. To one of y'all, Shemel Shai. In Ecclesiastes 7, it says, "Better to be in the house of mourning than to be in the house of feasting." Right? When you go to Isaiah 65 and 13, it states how, it's better for the elect are going to be rejoiceful in that day. Basically, talking about when all hell breaks loose, while 2/3 everybody else is going to be mourning.
Why are they gonna be mourning?
Yeah, good question. Shit, why are they going to be mourning, man? Because you all are going to face destruction, man, calamity. You're gonna go through what we've already been going through. So it's like the tables are going to flip in a sense. Now you all are going to be in the house of mourning. But we're going to be rejoicing because we know what's next. Big bro is on the way, to save the day, right? That's why we're looking and hastening unto the time that we're coming into. We really while everybody else wants to stay, we're trying to leave. That's like what it says right here in 2 Peter 3:11, saying that all these things that we started to 2 Peter 10 points to 12. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all conversation and godliness? Here's the point: looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements thereof, that's like an element, shall melt with fervent heat. All right, so that's the point I want to make. We're looking and hastening for this day. We're constantly watching, waiting for the day, where this thing will truly come to pass. And the Lord is slow cooking right now. It's like, man, the Lord moving, man. He moving real quick, but at the same time, it feel like he's taking fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the flesh. It's like what it says happens for 2 and 3. But tarry away for it, it will surely come. It will not take. So we're in that phase right now. So, the scriptures all throughout say the Lord is moving. We're literally at the final prophecies. We're at the final prophecies. We're waiting for all hell to break loose. We're waiting for the mark of the beast to be mandated. And after that, you're going to have all out war. So you got this dude Nero. Oh, y'all got to 8 p.m. to come to an agreement with this ceasefire. We're gonna blow your whole country up. Then he keep moving the deadline back. Oh, now if you went Monday at 8 p.m. Nothing. What you people don't understand is you people are fearful of that. He's not gonna blow shit up. Because then that'll spark World War III. We're in World War III, but it'll spark nuclear. So it's not gonna happen because the mark of the beast hasn't been mandated yet. So when that happens, then something like that could possibly take place. But they wouldn't completely destroy Iran, but America's going to be completely destroyed. That's as pursuant to Revelation 11. The slaying of men thereof shall be 7,000. Right, but you got it.
Yeah, they mess around, boost. They mess around, boost the price of gas. They're changing how good gas is, right?
Yeah, because they're putting more. They're taking the gas from, I believe it was that ethanol 10.
Yep.
That's ethanol 15.
Yep.
So which the ethanol stuff goes back into corn. It's literally oil made from corn.
Yep.
So it's not great for your fucking engine, your car, nothing. It kind of ruins it in a sense. Unless you got one of these specifically made newer age cars, your shit's gonna be fucked. Esau just fucking everything up, and then you're gonna have less fuel. You're gonna have less mileage because your gas is gonna drain quicker.
It's gonna destroy your engines, and the fact that we're coming upon summer and saying that this is quite literally the worst time to be trying to use that type of gas, right? Like I say, there is no coincidence when it comes to it, man. People are gonna be traveling less and less because of that, and they're gonna be spending more and more. So we're gonna see sedition among men. That could be another way that people start to revolt and stuff like that. People are already crashing out just because gas is $4 a gallon, right? Just imagine when it becomes $6, $7, $8 a gallon, and then on top of that, you're gonna have to spend your money more frequently on gas and putting stuff in your tank. People are gonna be able to go places less and less. It's gonna become a luxury to even travel, man. Right, as the scriptures say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall be unable to. Right, roughly paraphrasing. These things are real, right? These prophecies are true. The things that are written and spoken from the scriptures are a real deal, man. That's why we always say this is not a game. They think everything is a game, and that's because they're spiritually dead. their spiritual light is turned off right now. The Lord is not dealing with them. But once the Lord makes these things completely noticeable to the eye, when Jake realizes, oh damn, these niggas wasn't lying, they wasn't joking. These things are really coming to pass, right? When Jake realizes, that's how you know it's too late. When Jake realizes and understands that these things are coming to pass, you know it's too late, man. You know. But like the brother said, they have to have something that goes down over here in order to implement the MOTB. Now, how they gonna implement it? Hey, we don't have a definite answer right now, but we just know that they're gonna have to set something off over here, some type of psyop, psychological operation, whatever, societal collapse. Whether they turn the lights off over here for a few weeks or a month or so, or however long, to make shit collapse and then bring forth that CHIP, whether they freeze bank accounts to where you can't pull out any money and you can't use any of the money that you had stored up, whether they set off an EMP attack, whatever the case may be, right? Just know that that's going to come very soon, man. I want to get this real quick to back the brother up, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a precept. Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Right? So even then, you can look at that as a sense of the Lord sending us down as prophets, as messengers, to warn the people, right? To warn our people. Them not regarding what we're saying. Them making fun of us. Them laughing at our times of trouble. Very soon, we're going to laugh at y'all niggas just the same way that y'all laughed at us. So like I told the brother, I was going through some stuff yesterday. Niggas wanted to make fun of me because I was going through some hard times. Guess what? When the times come where shit is really hard and the calamity comes, guess what I'm going to be doing? Teeth and palms. I'm going to be laughing like shit. And when y'all ask for my help, because these people are indeed going to seek out brothers that have been on the highways and the byways for years on top of years, been passing by us, been acting like we wasn't shit, was acting like we were outside and homeless and we just on our ass and scrambling, saying we wasn't nothing, saying we didn't have no type of knowledge of truth. Them same people are going to come looking for us. And guess what? The Lord's going to hide us in that day. And when they come and look for us, we're going to be laughing. We not going to answer them damn phones. And you know what the Lord said he's going to do? He's going to say, he said he's going to put our, make our tongues cleave to the roof of our mouth so we become dumb and don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. It's only so much a person can take when it comes to being mocked at and being laughed at. So that's what we always say, man, we're in a time of we shall see. We're going to see who was right and who was wrong concerning these prophecies and concerning the state of how the world is about to go. We shall see who was telling the truth and who was doing what they were supposed to do in the time of the grace period and who was getting right and close with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua versus the niggas who want to rely on Jesus. We gonna see, right? Jeremiah 30:5. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That's gonna be any worldly nigga or any heathen person in that day and age. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? The time where the Lord comes down and makes shit hard for Jake for real. Y'all think slavery was hard, just wait till Jacob's trouble when shit hits the fan. And all this shit goes. And all of this shit just ceased to exist. All of the things that y'all thought in y'all life that was never gonna stop, was gonna never stop happening, all that stuff's gonna stop. This way of life is dying, man. A lot. It's gonna be a terrible time for Jake. And just know, Jake is gonna be going through it. That's you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You rebellious ones, the ones that are rebellious out of Israel. Y'all gonna be going through hell just like we going through hell right now. Like the brother said, the script is gonna be flipped. And y'all are gonna be going through the same troubles, man. Except the Lord's gonna fuck y'all over. I wanna get this real quick. I just brought this out of my lesson yesterday. Zechariah 13:7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith Yahweh of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, right? 2/3 of our people, meaning the majority of the house of Israel, are going to be deleted by the Lord. And I will bring the third part through the fire, which is the elect. I will refine them as silver is refined, which is what the Lord is doing right now. Through us going through hell and spiritual warfare, the Lord is refining us, testing our spirit, and trying us to prepare us for that day when shit hits the fan. And we'll try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, which is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, not JC, not God. And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, Yahweh is my God. The name's not true. It don't matter what you call them. So in this text right here, when it says they shall call on my name, how could you ever say that the names are not true? If the Lord can't hear you if you call on the wrong names. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2nd Esdras 9 and 10. Or you get 9 and 1 real quick. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. That's what we've been doing, man. For days, for weeks, for months, for years. Our people do not regard the things that we say. Unless they daddy Esau says it, they won't listen. So for instance, if I have classmates who are now saying, oh, it's the juice. They are the ones who run everything in the world. When I told niggas this shit years ago, they didn't want to listen to me. But when the so-called white man says it, now they want to listen, right? It's just a small example. We're measuring the time diligently and warning our people, the elect of the house of Israel, the ones who actually gonna listen, that shit is about to go down. And the Lord is gonna have fire in his eyes. He's not gonna be meeting thee as a man. He's gonna be meeting thee with fire, hell, and brimstone, with anger and rage. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we've been telling y'all, jumping down to verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, 2/3. And they that have loathed my law, meaning hated it, while they had yet liberty, and when there's yet place of repentance was open unto them, meaning this grace period that we in right now, trying to warn you niggas that all hell is about to break loose. Understood not, but despised it. They despise the truth. They hate us. They hate us. They hate the fact that we're calling ourselves the true children of the Lord. That you have a group of people who are quite literally the most wicked house of people, the most wickedest nation on the earth. Controlling everything on the earth. Controlling people, money, places, all that good stuff. Wars. When they proclaim and say that they're the children of the Lord, y'all don't even dispute them at all. But when we say it, it's a fucking problem. When we say it, the whole world stops. When we say it shit goes to shambles. Now we got a whole bunch of people trying to disprove the Israelites. It's people who have pages trying to debunk the black Hebrew Israelites. But you don't see no pages trying to dispute the Jewish man, right? The damn small hats. They'll get on their knees and suck their dick before they make a page debunking their ass. Verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. The Lord is going to fuck you niggas up. I'm going to say it again. If you are 2/3 of the house of Israel, a wicked Jake, the Lord is going to fuck you up. Verse 13, and therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, because your day is coming. But inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Ecclesiastes 10:4. Right? The Lord's going to appoint a ruler who is deserving of it. The translation of a kingdom. He's about to put in place a people who deserve it, who have went through hell and back, who have been almost destroyed as a nation of people, time and time again, generation to generation, where they try to delete us off as a people, whether they put our men through syphilis experiments, they try to sterilize our women through eugenics, they threw our babies in fires, lit us on fire, skinned us alive. What else? Even in St. Louis, spreading forth chemicals in the projects and contaminating the fucking land where people was dying from cancer and shit. The Tuskegee experiments, all of that stuff. They tried to delete us, but guess what? We still here. Grape robbed and murdered us multiple times. Hung us alive, burned us, put us on fire, skinned us alive, and made us into what? Couches. Had feasts where they was eating niggas. The delectable Negro. They've done quite literally everything they could to try and delete us as a people. But this is Jake when it comes to the white man. Y'all skin to skin. I just made a lesson about coon ass 2/3 Jake niggas last night. And that's gonna be the reason. That's gonna be the reason why y'all perish. Y'all gonna fall with y'all daddy. Y'all think that the Edomite is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. So we're gonna see how great they is. We're gonna see how they fare well against Alashadja, demon-like power, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. How are they gonna do against the greatest opponent they've ever had to get on the court with, you could say. Let's see how they fare well against that. They are so proud, they think that they actually have technology that can defeat the angels, that can defeat UFOs, the chariots. They think they have information like that. I just seen a damn, what was that shit called? I just seen a graphic of a dude, whatever, he's high up in the secret intelligence, whatever he is, saying they have found UFOs that go 200 miles per hour plus underwater. You think they messing with the angels? The only way that an Edomite could ever defeat a chariot of the Lord is if they wanted it to happen. Not because they was just good enough. Because their technology is inferior to what the Lord had. How do you think you could be greater than the thing that created you? How? That's just the spirit of 2/3 Jake. They think they can outwit the Lord. They think they can outsmart the Lord. Yahweh of hosts, the Lord of heaven army. You think you can outsmart the Lord? Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty look before a fall. 2 Ezra 9:13, or 9:14. Then answered I and said, I'm coming upon my point. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Right? We're trying to tell y'all these things. Majority of the people you know, to your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters, they all gonna perish. They all gonna perish. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. You got it, brother.
Trying to find a precept. Um, right here, Ecclesiastes 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For
Yep.
pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath shall pour out upon his neighbor. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. The Lord has cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. And it gets more and more into that. Point is, man, when you depart away from the Lord, that's when you become prideful, man. The beginning of pride is the beginning of sin. The beginning of pride is when you leave off the hedge of the Lord. Because ultimately, sin is telling the Lord that you don't need him. You don't need him. That's why Yahweh is he's the king, the supreme, and telling people to keep that same energy. You got to remember, Yahweh is the ultimate Jake, the ultimate Jake. So he's
The
gonna tell
gold
you keep
standard.
that same energy. Like yeah, like when he said in the book of Judges, I think it's 10 and 14 or something, where he said, go cry unto those gods that you have killed. Right? So it's like he gonna tell you to keep that same energy that day because y'all have walked around in great pride, great boldness. Like you don't need the Lord. Like the brother was saying, y'all act like the names are irrelevant. They're unimportant. You know, these it's funny. It's really funny because these people are sincerely stupid. Then you have the ones that sold out, of course, like IUIC, the Hakah and Hassad's retarded asses. Um, I don't even know what Alex Estes on. He sold
That
out.
nigga,
He was, I don't know what the fuck he on. He can't even sit in the seat for more than 2 seconds without moving.
shitty legs.
Yeah, but it's just the Lord is going to bring a lot of destruction on this place and upon our people. You know, when you read the scriptures, it speaks about 2/3 of our people are going to perish. 1/3 will be saved. You got to think about how that's only talking about in America. It's only America. And 2/3 means 66.6667% of our people are going to be destroyed. And that's just America. That's not even the millions and billions of rebellious Israelites around the world that are also going to be annihilated. Not inclusive, because we're not going to start repopulating the kingdom until all you wicked niggas get here. So I mean, Lord willing, we're at that number when we come off those ships. We're going to pull up on you niggas that's around the world that wasn't affected by the nukes or wasn't hit by the nukes, that are still alive. We're going to pull up on you niggas with the power, and we're going to give your ass a chance. Yo, what's good? You know, you see the power. And majority of you niggas still going to rebel and buck up, and we're going to have the power. That's going to be crazy work.
And it's very
Like,
hard. It's like just one point real quick. It is very hard to make it into the elect, man. Only 12,000 men from each nation, other 12 tribes. You got it.
well, that's of the 144 though.
Yeah, Con. There's a innumerable multitude, of course. That's for the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters who may not teach, right? 144,000 is the elect, the prophets.
Hey, bro, and I got something to say for that, bro. Because you said the brothers and sisters that may not teach. Well, I know you meant the brothers that may not teach. Listen, man. If you're a fully able-bodied man and you have access to the internet and you know of the truth, and you could comment precepts to the brothers and elders and all that apostles posts and all that stuff, you're not teaching, nigga, you are not going to make it. Oh, I'm on the innumerable multitude. Nigga, you just gonna throw yourself into the innumerable multitude, nigga? What the fuck you talking about? But you could teach, you know the scriptures, you could walk fine, you could talk fine, you could hear, you got all your sight, all your senses, but you're not preaching. I seen this dude, and I don't know, maybe he does preach the word too, but it was a while ago before my old channel got clipped, the Spot 144K channel. Subscribed to me, and it was a dude who basically he said some about his title had some his name of his channel had something to do with reposting. Something that he was like a new multitude or somebody in the congregation. I don't remember how his name went exactly, but he reposted brothers. He always reposts brothers' lessons, but he don't make lessons. Nigga, you're not gonna make it. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, okay, cool. Nigga, you're not gonna make it. Nigga, I'm just being honest, man. Unless you start preaching, nigga, your ass through.
Yeah, if you want to be real, the innumerable multitude is really more so for
Women and children.
women and children.
It's going just like 2/3 is gonna be mainly women. The innumerable multitude is gonna be mainly women. So fuck around and find out if you want to. The men in the innumerable multitude are gonna be little boys who couldn't do shit. And it's gonna consist of men who were unable to preach the word. You have brothers that wish they could preach the word and he can't. And you got all these able-bodied men out here who choose not to do it. What the fuck? We're supposed to, as according to 2 Ezra 14, we're here to fight for the poor, for the weak. We're supposed to fight for them. It's brothers that wish they could go out there and can't. But you got niggas who can and won't. Niggas who can go and won't do it. I'm gonna say this, man. Your ass gonna die. If you a fully able-bodied man and you ain't preaching the word of the Lord, nigga, you gonna die. You ain't gonna make it, and you ain't gonna be in no innumerable multitude. But fuck, who the fuck you think you is? You not gonna be of the innumerable multitude if you're a fully able-bodied man and not preaching the word. You gonna just die. Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. Now, who is that, man? He's talking about the brothers, the ones who are the hopeful elect. And if it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? Right? So if we're the ones on the earth who are striving for righteousness, and we don't even have a guaranteed seat, what does that leave for the rest of y'all who are out here living lawless? Or if you fall into that category, like the brother was saying, you're not doing the will of the Lord, you're just a follower, right? Because we know that faith without works is dead. You can't be just a hearer of the word, you got to be a doer of it as well, right? So if it starts with us, meaning the Lord's cleanness, quote unquote, as clean as we can be, so to speak, where does that leave the rest? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Right? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creator. And there was something else you had said. Oh yeah, the 144,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we always say, Lord willing, or the hopeful elect, man, because it's not guaranteed. It's predestination, grace, and faith, right? It's not just about keeping the laws. We understand that we're not saved by the law, man. People preach the law, the law, the law. You can know every scripture ever. That's not going to guarantee you salvation, though. And I'm joking, but I'm being genuine when I say that, though. You can know all the scriptures, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to be saved by them, right? Because number one, there's 613 laws in the Bible. There's nobody on this earth that can keep every single law. I don't care who you are. It's impossible. We live in a wicked and sinful kingdom. We're under grace right now, so don't take that for granted, man. Get right with the Lord and do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. While we have time still, because there's no telling how much we have left. Right now, it's looking like we at months right now. Months until this shit boils over. And quite honestly, it could be even sooner than that. From our predictions, it could be sooner. You never know what the Lord has in store for us. We know it's soon though. It's close. We can feel it. For damn sure.
Like the scriptures say in the Gospels of Yahushua, where I forget exactly how it's worded, but roughly paraphrasing, you got people who could measure the temperatures. You got forecasters, but they can't measure it at the time of destruction and calamity. The day of the Lord is near.
Yeah.
Niggas can see, go outside and be like, oh, it's gonna rain today, but a nigga can't see that destruction is about to come to this bitch. You got niggas out here who think America is literally gonna go on forever. That shit don't make sense. You got niggas out here who want to save Esau. Like, I know we're compassionate people, but nigga, fuck them. Fuck them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Where was that all love and all that shit when we was getting our ass whooped, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord has to destroy 2/3 of our people. 2/3
They're
of
not
our
fit for the kingdom yet.
they not fit, bro. And as we were just talking about with Jake who being the truth, fully able-bodied, not doing the work, you fit the category of Revelation 3 concerning lukewarmness. Nigga, be cold or be hot, bitch, or get the fuck on. Ain't no damn lukewarm. Ain't no cold, hot, cold. We mixing that shit. Bitch, this ain't no tornado, nigga. Nigga, pick a side. Cold or hot.
Because very soon you're going to have to make a decision. Either you're going with the hand of righteousness and you're going to resist the MOTB, or you're going to go with the hand of the left-hand side, the hand of wickedness. There is no in-between. There is no gray area. It's either right or left.
That's right. Yeah, man. And our people don't understand that. And it's crazy. It's like you got individuals who are in the truth and still don't understand that. Who allegedly are in the truth. Allegedly. Nigga, you ask me the truth. If you lukewarm, man.
There is no compromise.
Yeah, man. You lukewarm and you in the truth. You know the works of the Lord. You know how to put precepts together. Your ass ain't making no lessons. And then even speaking of that, you making lessons. You make fucking. You gonna fuck if you make 10 lessons a day, nigga. Your ass. If you, I know what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck if a nigga make 10 lessons a day. Nigga, you still being a nigga though. Niggas will make 10 lessons a day and get to talking shit. And this accounts for that shit.
Yeah. No respect for the apostles or the elders at all. No respect for your teachers. You think you're greater than the master. So basically you think you're greater than Yahweh Shah.
Because Apostle Tahar is as close you're going to get to it on this side. On this side, is pursuant to all the men of the Lord that are alive today. Apostle Tahar is the closest you're going to get to Yahweh Shah. And that's just a fact. No, we're not worshiping Apostle Tahar. We're not putting them on a pedestal. Oh, it's the truth.
Yeah, you're supposed to give double honors to your apostles and elders. It said that in the scripture.
They're worthy of it. 40 plus years. Nigga, he been preaching this since before me and this brother was on the planet. We was in the spirit realm. That's how long the elder Apostle Tahar been teaching, man.
Dang, they're both our ages combined.
Yeah. Because I think this summer makes a year 41. So he 41 years in this truth. That's literally like two or 3 years shy of me and this brother's age combined. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, man. They're worthy of it. This ain't the, say all the, I gotta worship these men. No, we're not worshiping them. It's the facts. It's called order, nigga. You got niggas that come up in this motherfucker for 2 years, or Salakia, in this truth for 2 years. Niggas think they on the level. Relax, my nigga. Nigga, relax. You got the other apostles, the elder bishops, the elders. Relax. You got niggas all these precepts. and link them together because you got some brothers out there that's gifted. I ain't as gifted. I'll be forgetting shit, but I'll be forgetting. But your brothers out here be gifted. They know all the breakdowns. Ain't doing no lessons.
Doing no lessons, ain't going
Or,
to camp.
or yeah, or they know all the breakdowns. They doing a million lessons and still a nigga. They're not operating in meekness. They're operating in pride. Listen, bro. As Elder Azaria always said, we were brought here to literally be completely humiliated. There's no reason for you to be in the truth. No reason at all.
Coming in the truth is humbling.
You realize you don't know shit.
Yeah,
All that shit you thought you knew is wrong.
it's all a lie.
The point is, man, we trying to get saved, bro. All hell finna break loose. MOTB is about to be mandated. We just trying to make it out of here, bro. Shit. People still be on that. I got to talk about shit, bro. Just trying to get out of here. You know what I mean? Like people gotta start making their priorities straight, setting their priorities straight. We talking about brothers. You women too. You women too, man. We getting on brothers now, but you women too. Here it is. Here it is. A quote unquote sister is married to a man of the Lord and treating him like shit. Y'all have work to do too. We all have work to do. We gotta go to the Lord. We gotta study. We gotta this, that, and third. We gotta be built up to be a he-goat. Sisters, y'all have work to do as well. Take care of the house. Take care of your husband. Take care of the children. If you have any. Everybody has a job to do. And a lot of people ain't doing it. And you're gonna be judged for it at the end. Because a lot of y'all gonna fall away. You'll implement that shit. Your ass gonna say, I got to, bro. I got to. I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay. And the Lord got to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Judgment is coming to this place, man. Believe it or not. Whether you prophets or not, judgment is coming. Like the brother was saying earlier, y'all will listen to Esau say something, but when we were saying it, it wasn't true. This shit funny as hell. That's all precept. It's like Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes goes into it. They listen to a rich man, but when a poor man speaking, they look at him like, "What is this nigga?" It's all good, bro. You got
So, did you have anything else? Did you have anything else, brother? All right, come on. I think we hit the nail on the head, man. This isn't anything we haven't said before, and if we have to continue to repeat ourselves like a broken record until Yahweh shall come back, then that's what we're gonna do, man. But don't be ignorant to the things that's going on right now and think that it's just never gonna happen, right? Just because it doesn't happen on your watch, it's definitely and surely gonna come to pass because the Lord said He's gonna do it. And if the Lord said He's gonna do it, then best believe that He's gonna do it, man. So, Lord willing, we'll be up out of here soon, man. Lord willing, we see a good deal of stuff go down in these next coming months, man. 2026, the year of false prophets and apostasies. That means there's gonna be a lot of slots that's opening up. A lot of brothers falling off this truth, man. So you gotta stay strong in the faith, in the truth, and in your fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Lord willing, all hell breaks loose this year, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna close it off there. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
Water,